Good evening everybody and a very warm welcome to Milton Holland District, and my name is Susanna and I live with trains, and today is the Class 50 special plus a thank you plus a look at my new free locomotive. So last weekend actually was the Diesel Gala, and Class 50027 is our Class 50 that we have on the Watercress line, and we were fortunate enough to have 50021 Rodney / Dave and 50008 Thunderer, which you saw the footage for. But unfortunately our Class 50027 is actually out of action. It has been out of action for some time because of ongoing work on it. So they've been raising money and to try and keep going with the ongoing restoration of 50027. And for a small donation, you could go inside and have a look, and you can sign your name on the inside of the Class 50. And I was very fortunate enough that I wasn't really expecting it, to be honest. It came at such a good time that on the Sunday afternoon it was relatively quiet, and I got quite a good conversation and a good look around 50027, both on the outside and on the inside. So that's the footage you're going to see first. And then once you've seen that, you'll be handed over back to myself, and I will show you all the goodies that I've picked up whilst I was there, and also my thank you and free locomotive and the Class 50 running session. So all that to look forward to, all in this video. So see you shortly and enjoy the footage. So here's a bit of a Brucey bonus for you guys. I'm on top of Lion, and you can actually go in a cab. So I'm just going to spin you around. We'll have a look around in the cab of Class 50. There you go. Oh, thank you so much for letting me in. Yeah, this is what it's like inside. Wow. They're trying to raise money for it, so this week, and I've been spending a little bit of money buying a few knickknacks here and there.
Very good, yeah.
Anything to help.
Right.
So what's the latest with it? Is it it's the power unit still the issue?
All the work's been done now, pretty much on the generator. It was a generator that failed back in 2021, and as you're travelling up the line, you'll see it on a flatbed wagon just up toward Bedstead. That's where the engine and the generator are.
So they're ready, are they?
Pretty much ready to go, just waiting to be craned back in. And if you look through here,
we're allowed to go in there. Look. Oh wow. Oh, this is so cool.
You can see through there. That's where the big lump's meant to go.
Is this where we're allowed to kind of sign your name?
Correct,
if you put
That's it. So we've got either the cash pot there, or you can do it through Just Giving on the QR code there.
Can I? Is it just grab a Sharpie? Is it?
Yeah. So there's one in there already.
Oh, sorry. I'll just
take that through.
Yeah, you can probably guide me through. Wow. What am I actually looking at in this kind of?
So at the minute we're in basically the electrical end here. So this is where all.
Do you like to be on camera or not?
Yeah, go for it. So at the minute we're.
Do you want to introduce yourself there?
Yeah. So I'm Sam Sogwell. I help out a little bit with 5027. Not as much as I'd like to, unfortunately. So this is where all the sort of the majority of the electrical gubbins are.
Right.
And if you turn around, there's space directly in front of you here. This is where the generator goes.
Yeah.
When it's all coupled up to the engine.
So from what I gather, you took the opportunity to kind of repaint this inside whilst the generator was out?
Yeah, correct. So whilst the engine and the generator are all out,
which makes sense.
Wanting a sort of generation chance to get to shine it all up in here.
Oh wow! Now look at this. They said that you can sign it to immortalise yourself.
That's it. Yeah. So this won't get repainted for a very long time now. Hopefully until. Hopefully until the next time we have to take the engine out.
So where does it come from, the top here, or where the tarpaulin is? I take it this flips up, doesn't it?
So yeah, the roof panels all crane out, and then.
And these are the two exhaust ports, right?
That's it. Yes.
Right, there's one there. Gosh. And all these people that have been here to sign their names on here.
That's it. Yeah.
Now I need to find a spot now.
That's it, yeah, pick your spot.
Well, I have to put somewhere where it's a bit more visible, don't I? Just be careful I don't kill myself along the way.
Yeah, just watch your step there.
Right. Actually, can you do? Yeah, you can hold it. I'm gonna. Can I do it up here?
Certainly, yeah, go for it.
my layout on there, because I've actually got this as a horn. I don't know if you're a model railway enthusiast at all.
Yeah, a little bit.
But Hornby did. Milton Hall and Districts.
Oh, very good.
That's my layout. And oh yeah, there we go. There you go. I was here. Hornby down the class 15. I actually done it. Let me just sort of see that. Look, there you go. Oh, actually, can you do me a favour?
Certainly.
If I spin this camera back round, sorry about this hot camera work.
That's all right.
You see that button there?
Yeah.
That's just to take a photograph.
Okay.
So if I just sort of stand in front of it with my sort of name, then
Yeah,
you
sure.
can hopefully take a photograph of me.
There we go.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. So I've actually got this as a Hornby locomotive at home.
Very good.
And there's a chap called Steve from Railway Laser Lines, and he actually recreated a nameplate for me, like an MDF equivalent.
Okay.
So, you know, I actually live in Alton, so this is kind of like my local 50, and I've always been a 50 nut all my life.
Very
So,
nice, yeah.
so it's nice to see 3 of them here.
Yes.
But I gather that 50008 and Rodney had problems, didn't they, yesterday?
Yeah, both have been a little bit unwell, but the 008 was fixed relatively quickly. It's just a quick problem with one of the battery cells, and 21 still obviously running in a little bit after its.
Yeah, because I was told. Well, it looks amazing.
Very nice.
So is this what you're aiming for with this? Is this? I mean, because this isn't going to be main line, is it?
No, there's no plans for this one to go main line.
So,
at some point, once we can get the shed space, I think the plan is to do some work on the bodywork. It's a little bit difficult to do it outside.
No. Yeah. So is this going to eventually get repainted?
At some point, probably, yeah, but I'm not entirely sure when.
No, and would it be like into its current paint?
To be honest with you.
No, because I hear that was it Defiance and GBRF are repainting those 2 into large logo.
Yes, they're both going large logo.
Do you know whether they're grey roofs or black roofs?
I haven't a clue.
No, okay. No, I just thought I might get some inside information from you.
No.
So, when the generator goes in, this is it. This is your space that
Pretty
you
much,
walk.
yeah. So you can see sort of the mounting points here and on the floor.
Actually, let me take this off the old selfie stick. There we go.
Yeah, so these sort of areas here are the where the mounting points are, and you can see them raised up a little bit on the far end as well. That's where the actual engine block will sit. And then.
So how long does it take to actually fit this?
It'd be a good day or two to
really?
put it back in. Yeah, once you crane all the roof panels off, put the actual engine back in, bolt it all up together, and then recommission it all. The actual lift will be probably 1 or 2 days.
So has the actual work on the motor actually been delayed?
Yeah.
Or?
No. Well, the actual work itself is all done. So it got sent away over a couple of years or so ago.
Yeah.
The decision was taken to do the problem was with the main generator, but the decision was taken to do the train heat generator and the auxiliary generator at the same time.
Is that because of simplicity? It's like whilst it's out, let's just do it.
It's not an easy job, obviously, to crane the engine out. So whilst it's out, it may as well do the preventative.
No. That makes a huge amount of sense.
It's not the sort of thing we're aiming to lift out again in the near future. So
no, exactly, because it's one of those kind of jobs that once you've done it, it makes sense that once you've got the engine out, just to do all the other work.
And whilst it was out as well, it's the perfect time to be able to clean the inside up a little bit and strip back years of grime and dirt that have been on it.
No, and now it's been painted, and then everyone's sort of contributing. So how well are you doing for raising money? Is it you on target, or you?
Well, yeah, it far exceeded the target for the first year.
And with that target for the first year, was that to cover the cost of the generator, or is it to cover the cost of other work in general as well?
Just general work on the engine.
Yeah.
So it's been.
Is there a lot of 50 lovers?
There's a lot of people who, particularly with the 50 being a relatively late finisher for during the British Rail era, only finishing sort of 90.
Do you know when it was withdrawn?
This was somewhere in the early 90s, either 91 or 92, I think.
What, is it withdrawn like at Old Oak? Do you know? Was it come from?
I think it was Lara it was bought from.
It came direct from Lara to here?
Not to here. I think it went to Eastleigh first.
No, it's
okay.
okay.
Memory here, but it started in terms of its running up in the North Yorkshire Moors Railway.
Yeah.
It was up there for many years, and it came back down to the Midhouse in 2012, and was running here reliably ever since.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're now in the cab of the 50, and Sam, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Sam's just going to talk us through some of the stuff here.
So this is where it all happens. You've got your power and your direction control here.
Right.
0 to 7 on the notches, and then your master key goes in there, allowing you to select your direction. You've got the horn, high tone and low tone, and then you've got your loco brake here and your train brake here. And all the various gauges.
Is that the air pressure or the brake pressure one on the one on the far left?
So that's your straight air pressure on the bogies,
Yeah.
and then your train brake pipe here. And then your speedo, your amps, and your main reservoir air.
And then your sun visors and your complimentary bear. Has he got a line?
Yes.
Yeah, line. Yeah, bear line, of course. And this is all the merchandise you can get. You know, some at the store. You can go online. Is it again also on Facebook? They're on Facebook.
So, for the merchandise, you can order it through the Facebook page. 50827 merchandise is a separate page to the actual Lion page itself. And a chap called Scott does a lot of the processing for that.
And it's just before I've just noticed. Is this the lighting panel? Is it?
Yeah. So that's got your lights for the front and your heating as well.
Right. And what goes on back here? All this pipe work up here.
So you've got the orange is predominantly electrics, and the white is all air related. So
right. So
that's how it's
so you can colour code it, so
That's
it's
it.
make it easy for people to identify what they're doing. Okay. Well, yeah, no, thank you so much. Actually, hang on a minute. I'm just going to stop the video briefly because I'm just going to make a little donation and then we'll head off. So that was Lion, and I think this bit is going to be a video on its own. Just want to thank Sam for giving this time to explain things to us. I mean, this is just like almost like an exclusive. I've never ever been inside a 50 like this, and I doubt if I'll ever get to do that again. So hopefully, this, like you heard in the video, unless I was rambling too much, basically they've got the unit ready to go in, has to be craned in, so hopefully it won't be too long before she's up and running again. We've done a lot of work. Oh wow, I'm just so pleased to be standing in front of this, and I actually feel really privileged to actually get to go inside and get to get an insight into one of my favourite locomotives. In fact, it is my favourite. I do love HSTs and other locomotives in general, but the 50 has always held a special place for me. Let's see if we can just sort of go a bit further out. There we go. So yeah, so this bit here is going to be a video all in itself.
So welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed that footage. And now it's time to show you some of the goodies that I picked up whilst I was at the Diesel Gala. Now every year they have a store at Ropley Station where you can buy some things, and there are some specific merchandise that they usually sell for Lion for its ongoing restoration. And every year I pick something up. I think last year or the year before I picked up this one, this polo shirt. I also picked up another one with the revised Class 50 on it, livery I should say. And so this year I did pick up some more bits and pieces. The first thing I picked up was a key ring, which is why you can hear all the jangling. So I picked up an embossed Lion nameplate key ring. Now it has to be said, you could actually get other key rings for the other members of the Class 50, but I wanted to get the one that said Lion on it for obvious reasons. And it was just like a nice little knick-knack to go on a house key so I can find them and not have any issues when I'm trying to find them. One of the other things I bought was a coaster and my Class 50 coaster still plays with trains. I do indeed, as do many of us. I'd already had this one that I bought from eBay along with a mug from a few years back, which is I like trains more than I like most people. So I've had that one for a while now, but that wasn't bought from the Diesel Gala. That's one I've just had a while back. Something else that I bought whilst I was there was a mouse mat. Again, it's not very exciting, but the thing being is I actually needed a mouse mat. And why not go with the 50027 mouse mat in weathered with all the data panels and number. I thought that was really cool. So I got that as well. And I also picked up a couple of nameplates. So let me just show you that. So here in front of you is sort of like a nameplate for Lion. They had two. It was in a make me an offer box, and they basically said, whatever you give us, you can have it for. So I chucked them, I think it was a couple of quid each for the two. So it's like £2 per plaque. So there's this one here, which is in the lighter blue. There's this one here in the darker blue. And it goes fantastically well with this nameplate, this replica nameplate that Steve Smith from Railway Laser Lines did for me many years ago. It takes pride of place on my layout and in my home. I love it to bits. He no longer does them from what I gather, but it's still a treasured possession of mine. I really love it, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love it, and thank you so much, Steve, for doing that for me. I still appreciate it every day. It's the first thing you see when you open the front door. Goes to the Class 50 running session. I thought we'd come to the part of the video where I say thank you, and the thank you goes out to Stagecoach, my employers, because unbeknownst to me, a few weeks ago I received an envelope from them, and it contained an award, and it's basically a long service award. So I got a certificate and a badge from Stagecoach to say that I've actually completed 15 years at Stagecoach, which to me kind of blows me away really, because I was really not expecting to be there for 15 years. And as a reward for my loyalty and my work and my service for them, they decided to give me some vouchers basically. And these vouchers were done through the Stagecoach app, and essentially you could spend these vouchers through a website which then works in conjunction with a number of companies. So for example, you can use vouchers in, say, Halfords, Asda's, Tesco, Sainsbury's, and so a lot of the well-known places, including Amazon. So I decided to mark the occasion with Stagecoach to say I was going to spend the vouchers and be sensible about it and spend it on stuff like maybe food or something like that, but to me, it's kind of like I felt like I needed to mark the occasion and actually sort of say, look, this is something that Stagecoach have given me. So when I look at this item, it's like this is a free locomotive which Stagecoach bought for me. I bought this locomotive from Amazon. It is a proper locomotive. They don't do much in the range of locomotives. In fact, they barely do anything really. But the bits that I found on Amazon, I did find stuff that interested me, and one was this particular locomotive, and it will become very apparent very, very shortly. So what did Stagecoach buy me, in effect? Well, they got me this. A Hornby Class 50 in the Network Southeast livery, and this is the original livery. And this is R30153 Network Southeast Class 50s Coco Exeter 50044. So, as much as I wanted to be sensible about it, I just thought, no, I'm going to do something that will mark the occasion, and so it's like a memory, and it's a thank you as well. So I've worked for this for 15 years at Stagecoach, and they've rewarded me with a Hornby Class 50 locomotive. So thank you very much to Stagecoach for that. And you will be seeing that in the upcoming running session directly after this. So a little bit more about the Class 50. This particular 50 is one of the newer variants by Hornby. It now comes with a 21 pin. Also, the top lighting is now like the Batman 66s, which they basically got pins and plugs. So you don't have to worry about trying to make the connections together by the contacts, because on the older ones, sometimes the contacts didn't really quite mate properly, and so therefore sometimes the top headlights wouldn't work. Top marker lights, that's what I was meant to say. And also the other thing about it is that these Hornby 50s don't have screws. They've just clipped, the bodies just clip on. And if you had a body which was relatively loose on the chassis, then sometimes the contacts wouldn't make proper contact with the contacts on the chassis because it needed to be pinched. So it's now nice that they've now done that, where the newer ones are now like the Batman 66s, where it's just basically, it's plugged in. So you just unplug it to take the top part of the body off. It's an absolutely beautiful locomotive. I'm really pleased with it. And like I said, in the running session, she ran faultlessly. Now, the one thing I would say about this actually is I actually got rid of one of my 50s only a few weeks ago. I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I got rid of Defiance, which is a GBRF one by Hornby. It's been bugging me since the day I bought it, to be honest. And I thought I could live with it, but it turns out that I couldn't. And I had it for a while, but the blue just really bugged me, and I decided to actually get rid of it. So I actually got rid of it. The thing being is that all the 50s that I owned before this one were all 8 pin, and this one is 21 pin, and I had a sound decoder from Coastal DCC, and that was spare, and it's an absolutely fantastic sound, as you'll probably agree when you hear it, and it's also on the cab ride. And I was hoping that I could get it in, and thankfully I could just about squeeze in the adapter plus the 8 pin, the 21 pin adapter plus the 8 pin socket in there with the sound chip in it. So just something to bear in mind if you do have an 8 pin sound decoder, whether it be a TTS one or a third party one, whether it be Legoman, Biffo or whoever, that you can still fit them with an adapter in there. It is tight, but it does fit, and it does sit nicely. So the body isn't actually rocking because it's not sitting properly. It does sit flush and straight. So that's something to bear in mind. I absolutely love it. I'll give you a quick shot of it, and then what we'll do is we'll do the running session and then some photographs to finish. So let me spin you around. So this is Exeter, and there's a couple of noteworthy things to mention on this locomotive. That is that originally, the original Hornby Class 50 that was done was 50048 Dauntless in this livery. But they got it wrong originally, where the white lining on the top went over the marker light box and it looked odd because it wasn't printed properly. So it's nice to see that they've actually corrected this, so this is now correct how it should look. The other thing is the lighting on this. It's got slightly different marker lights on the top, and I do prefer the lighting on the top. They're not yellow, they're more like, they're more white than they are yellow. The original marker lights on the Hornby 50s were more yellow, and I guess you probably could say that the yellow marker lights are probably more prototypical than these white ones, but I actually do like them. So when you see the running session, do look out for them, and hopefully you'll see it and you can just judge for yourself. She runs as smoothly as all my other 50s ever done. They've always run well, my 50s. I've been lucky, I haven't picked up a bad 50 yet. All of them have always run really, really well. Like I said, it looks smashing, it runs amazingly well. And like I said, it had a good run today, pulling some coaches, which you'll see shortly.